Hey guys, how you going? Vast from X-Force again. Now today I've got a very special one for you. This one's literally just landed, and it's quite a rare one indeed. So let's go check out the Striker shotgun. Alright, so the thing with the Striker, it comes in a really weird package. So that's it. It's made by Orange Warfare. Never heard of them before. They're apparently a small boutique sort of company. And there is Striker. Whole heap of other stuff in there. I don't know what it says, but voila, you get a free bucket with your Striker shotgun. I'm an ex-pilot, so I love buckets. Now, there it is. The Striker shotgun. This particular shotgun I should say, it was designed by a Walker Hilton in 1980. This guy migrated to South Africa where he took the design and then released it. Became quite popular, but the problem with it was this drum mag and the reloading time. And what I mean by the reloading time, you'll see what I mean. It's just very time consuming. So even though obviously having 12 shells in there where you can just pop one after the other is quite good, the problem of needing the way you got it actually loaded, it does take a bit of time. So looking at the actual blaster, I gotta say, it's the worst possible color ever. I mean, this fluorescent orange just kills me. When I see those high-vis vests, it just drives me nuts. Obviously, they're good for that, but you really don't need it here. I guess, look, if you really want to go out with something that doesn't scream realistic, cool. But otherwise, damn, could have been black. I think there was a black version. I was hoping I was going to get that one. But apparently they sent me an orange version just to give me the shits. But anyway, apart from that, look, the body-wise, great. That's all metal there. Metal drum. Metal, well, pretty much most of the stock, the folding stock, except for the back of it. And then the rest, what is plastic, the orange bits, they are very solid. I gotta say, this is one solid blaster. You wouldn't worry about if you dropped it a couple of times. You can see here, even the walls is really thick. So very solid, quite a good weight to it. Now the way you it comes in the box, you gotta, I'll just take some of that off to show you guys what you're gonna have to do. So that comes off, you gotta kind of push it off, but that you gotta basically, that'll come off, that you gotta be screwed in, you gotta push that in, and then you gotta put your cap back on. So to undo it all is a bit of a pain, but basically, yeah, that just gets pushed in and gets locked in here, so you really just got to push it down. So when you're taking it off, yeah, it's a bit annoying. Anyway, there's not really a lot to it. This is basically to push your so for example, I'll put a shell in, yeah, I shot it, it comes into this little area here, so where you've got that to close it so it doesn't pop out. But when you're done, it shoots, it brings it into, so brings it into this area, and then you use this to eject your shell. So it's really just to push your shells out. All right, now when you're loading, so for example, now I've already loaded these, and before I go there, I should point out, so these are green gas supposedly shells. Now the thing is, they've got a really hard O-ring inside here, I'm told. So green gas doesn't like, they need a softer O-ring in there. This is just whatever they did over there in China, the manufacturer. So what we found is that they actually work kick-ass better with this bad boy. So I don't have these here, unfortunately, because I was not prepared. I thought this was green gas, and I was like, yes, green gas. I don't like CO2. But in this particular scenario, this actually works really well. And it's not the cheapest. I don't know if you can see that there. I bought it from another retail, but they're like $42.50 for the 88 gram. Look, you might find them somewhere else. That adapter there is something else that you just need to find. I don't know how much, I can't remember how much that was, but I will be looking into it. I can get them, it's just going to take time. Alright, so works much better in CO2. So I put my gel in, my shell in, keep saying gel, and then rotate. Shell in, rotate. So as you can see, this is not that much fun. They can tend to be a bit tight, some of the shells. So just be mindful of that. So as you're winding that basically what rotates it back, so it gives you the ability to keep shooting without needing to pump or anything. So the cool thing with it, once you've got it all loaded, man, this thing's pumping hard, because you can just shoot one after the other without stopping. So I'm going to run 3 short. I've got 3 there that were sort of leaking a bit. I'm just gonna alright. Now that's got some weight. I'm all loaded, ready to go. Before I do that, what else can I sort of tell you guys? The folding stock, it's got a little button here. You push that, folds over. Nice little shorty. Now the thing about these, I remember, I think it was in the movie Desperado. I'm not sure what other movies this particular shorty was in, but I know it's quite popular from some of the video games. Personally, I think it's pretty cool. Would I take it to a game? Probably not. But I can see it being used. I think it would be really cool if you had, I mean, unless you got a shitload of shells, or you are using a secondary for clearing rings, or you had one guy basically along with a couple in a team, and then this guy just you know goes in to clear the rooms. I think that'll be, because you can load about, I thought it was about 9, but actually I've checked it out now. It's about 6 gels per shell. It's getting late. My tongue's getting twisted, but it shoots great. Like I said, with the CO2, you'll see what I mean. It pops hard, and when you're shooting 6 shells at a time into somebody, or into a room, into an area, they'll know about it. Right, that's really pretty much it. There's not much to it other than that. The shells also, while I'm on this, very high quality. Full CNC at the back, all metal. Like, these things are very nice. They're not the cheapest, I will say that much, but they are very high quality shells. Now obviously O-rings and things like that, it just depends who and what uses. You can change them if you get in there, getting to change the O-rings. But like I said, works quite well with the CO2. So I was quite happy with that. Anyway, I can't do chronos on this because obviously it's shooting too many gels at once. It's going to be a long one, and and so we're just going to test it. I've got, what have I got? 9, I think 9 shells in there. We're going to give it a bit of a pop, show you guys how it sounds. I haven't done a range test, but we've got about 7-8 meters here, and it hits that back door quite hard. So I can tell you it does go very well. Alright, let's get a couple of shots in and show you guys what the Striker is like. Okay, so damn, like my fingers just vibrates just after that one. It's like a pinch. Okay, I got a couple of empty ones there, and then yeah, okay. I think I'm about done. Now, hopefully I have shot them all. So, one thing that I need to sort of point out, so once that's shot, that's all empty now. What you also need to do, sometimes when you go to feel, so if I went to feel that, it's leaking. So what you need to actually do is get a pen or something to push that all the way down to reset the shell. Alright, so that's another thing that I found, that all good. So if you don't do that, it might not work for you. Okay, so now that it's done, that shell will work again. There we go. Damn, that thing's loud. Woo! So, Striker shotgun, very cool. You get 12 shells with each shotgun in your bucket. Alright, if you're on the bucket, bring it back. I love buckets. Alright, so my personal opinion, very cool. Damn, that orange. But I guess, look, you could paint it. Otherwise, great build. Shoots like hell with that CO2. And if you like the look of them, which I kind of have that, kind of like a Tommy gun sort of look about it, which I don't mind. Yeah, it's definitely a very cool shotty. I do like your standard, I mean your normal shotguns, but this, for, you know, if you're going to use a shotgun, and I don't know, I kind of like this better because you 12 shots. Anyway, that's all from me. Hopefully you guys got enough info out of that. Sorry if I missed anything or went overboard. But yeah, leave some comments, like. If I missed anything, please let me know. And yeah, Striker shotgun. Thank you. Take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.